The 1980s started with the same high level of success the 70s ended with for the Sooners.
And we've got some big games coming up. But to beat Texas is always a great thrill, but to be ranked #1 in the country.
But the Longhorns got the better of the Sooners in 80, 81, and 83. Then came 1984. Don't ask an OU fan about 1984.
Oklahoma was leading 15-12 with only seconds left in the rain. Texas threw into the end zone. You make the call.
It is incomplete.
Oh, boy. We have a chance at home to see Bryant. He's just going to fade over towards the boundary, throw it up. Johnson goes up. Woo. Danbury did catch the ball, but now they're trying to decide whether he was in bounds or not.
Apparently he was out of bounds.
Didn't have control with 1 foot in bounds while he had control.
As you well know, the Horns retained possession, kicked a field goal as time ran out, and the game ended in a 15-all tie.
Oklahoma would reel off wins in the next 4, fueled in part by the Boz.
Yep, well, there it is. It's the Boz, number 44, Brian Bosworth. Now, he's the draw in this otherwise predictable OU-Texas meeting. In Dallas, we even found a center of Boz worship.
Well, I've given one Boz haircut so far. I gave it Monday this week. But between now and Saturday night, I hope to be given several more Boz haircuts.
You're going to get a Boz haircut, sir?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, so it's not for everyone.
The decade would end with Barry Switzer's resignation and a loss to the Longhorns in Gary Gibbs' debut season. Elgin, you know who knows a thing or two about being dominant in this series? Yeah, it's Bob Stoops. He beat Texas 11 times.
Yeah, and of course the King, Barry Switzer, has his fair share of wins as well, and that means a lot of golden hats going back to Norman.
Yeah, and his other hat, the Beat Texas hat that he busted out in 1984.
The greatest defensive performance has ever been on.
So let's look back at some of the interviews we've done over the years with the King, Barry Switzer.
Everyone knows the importance of this game. It's two teams that have a great tradition in college football, and they have tremendous pride in what they are and who they are.
I think to our fan base, Texas is more important than Nebraska and when we were in the Big 8 Conference, which is always the championship and the Orange Bowl.
In 1973, it was my first year, we won 52-13. We hung half 100 on them, so anytime you do that, that's always good when you beat Texas by 50.
We got so many people that have graduated and gone south of the Red River that live in Houston, Dallas, West Texas, and all, make a living that they got to live there for $365 a year, and us beating their ass in the Cotton Bowl always helps them live a little better.
To beat Texas is always a great thrill, but to be ranked #1 in the country, you're undefeated, they're undefeated, a lot at stake, and I think this victory establishes the fact that Oklahoma, and I do think that we're the #1 football team in the country.
Well, it is special because it's the largest fair in the world. To be 500,000 people out on the fairground, to be 100,000 inside, 500,000 outside won't give a damn about what's going on the inside.
This game has always been, in many cases, the deciding factor who might be the national champion.
Let's rewind again for a trip to the 1990s. It's a decade that started with enthusiasm.
From 47 yards to win it for Oklahoma. Lasher's kick is no good.
But most Sooner fans would probably rather forget much of that decade.
Exactly right. In the 90s, Oklahoma has lost 5 of 6 games, but all 5 of those losses have been by 10 points or less.
One of those was this close. You probably remember the 1994 game. OU needing a touchdown on 4th and goal, down 7. The Longhorns make the stop and win the game. OU managed just 2 wins and a tie in the entire decade, while a parade of coaches passed through Norman.
We may not be as talented and as experienced as they are, but I'm convinced we've got some real sluggers out there that will fight to the very end, and if we can get this thing into that kind of a football game, I think we've got a real shot at it.
But hope walked through the door ahead of the 1999 contest.
Well, they've got big play guys.
Bob Stoops fell short in his first battle with the Longhorns, but dominance was around the corner. And when we come back, we'll take a look at one of the most important decades of this program, including
championship number 7
in the year 2000 and a record-breaking performance from running back Quentin Griffin. We'll relive that epic moment in the Red River Rewind when we come back.